What's up guys, Quinn here. So I'm at Billy Donovan's for my regular scheduled cleaning. However, I gotta show you the update on this tank. The fish have never looked better and I'm so excited for the 3 new fish we added last time. So I can't wait to give you that update. So let's dive right in. So the major question going into this visit is how are the 3 new fish doing? Last time we were here, Troy and I introduced his Nicaraguan cichlid, a new Vieja, and a baby tiger Oscar. It's been a couple of weeks since we were last here, but I can happily announce that all 3 survived the initial acclimation and look to be thriving in this tank. Billy always wanted an Oscar in this tank, so we were really excited to finally get one in here. However, we were a little concerned about the size of the Oscar compared to the rest of the fish in here. Luckily, Oscars are very tough fish and can hold their own against much larger fish in the aquarium. They better get their licks in now though, because when this Oscar grows up, there will be a new sheriff in town. The Oscar already looks to have doubled in size. The colors on this fish are vibrant and I love the activity it brings to the tank. It's already the most personable fish and always swims right up to you when you're near the tank. It also isn't afraid to go at some of the other fish. This Oscar is going to be a total game changer into the scope of this tank and I cannot wait to share the journey. The Nicaraguan seems to have picked up right where he left off in Troy's aquariums. This fish has an awesome blend of blue, green, yellow, and orange with cool black striping down the body. It actually reminds me a lot of the Salvini that I used to keep in my classroom. A beautiful fish with lots of aggression and an escaping mind of its own. It's already carved out this middle section of the tank with digging into the sand and changing the layout of the substrate. The aggression level is strong as you can see it going at it with a couple fish in here. However, it's relatively smaller to the other fish in here, so it doesn't appear to be inflicting any damage. We will still keep an eye on it though, in case it causes serious problems and needs to be rehomed. I was definitely nervous to see how the Vieja we added was doing. If you recall, it didn't seem to acclimate very well right when we put it in the aquarium. It was just hiding at the bottom of the middle piece of driftwood. However, it is now thriving in this tank. I love the unique combination of colors and patterns that it has. It seems to be very healthy and not afraid to give the Nicaraguan the business.
He's giving them business down there.
Vieja can get up to a foot long, so this fish is going to be a showstopper in this aquarium. I couldn't be happier with the 3 additions to this aquarium and what they add. As for the other fish in the aquarium, they are also looking better than they've ever been. The Texas cichlid has gotten huge and has turned into a beautiful fish in this aquarium. We were a little nervous including this fish in the initial stocking due to their known aggression, but overall this particular Texas cichlid hasn't shown any truly aggressive behavior to the other fish. This is definitely the current tank boss though. I'm really excited to see how much the chocolate cichlid has grown and colored up. This guy reminds me so much of the first cichlid we ever had growing up. He's one of the better looking chocolates I've seen. The Jack Dempsey has gotten bigger, but isn't super colored up, and is still very skittish when you get near the aquarium. If you watched previous videos, you know that this guy came from one of my classroom aquariums and is part of the same gene pool as Jack in my classroom. The firemouth has gotten huge, but also not very colored up. However, when I came back the following day, it had much more red than before. This guy has seemed to get picked on a bit, but overall seems to be doing okay. Billy and Troy love their electric blue Acaras, and it's fitting that this is a really good looking one. It seems to hang around the Savinii most of the time and stay away from the more aggressive cichlids. Speaking of the Savinii, there are 2 Geophagus in this aquarium, the Savinii and the redhead Tapajo. The Savinii looks stunning and seems to be thriving, while the Tapajo hasn't seemed to grow as fast as the other fish and isn't nearly as colored up. The convict in this aquarium is a beautiful one. It's not nearly as dark as most other convicts I've seen, and even has a little bit of a bluish tint to it. This makes for a striking contrast with the black bars that run down its body. This guy was also tiny when we first got him, so it's good to see that it's been able to hold its own. Some tough fish. The rainbow cichlid and the Severum are the last couple fish that have been in here since the very beginning. The Severum has laid eggs multiple times and its color has really fluctuated, but overall both are doing very well. Alright, so to drain this tank on the water change, we use our Cichlid Ultra Zero pump. This thing drains this 180-gallon tank very fast. And there it goes. So this will take about 20 minutes to drain halfway. So it's a pretty efficient way to do water change. So that does it for today's video. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.